I hit the go live button on the YouTube, so that should be good to go now. Forgot that. And let me go and broadcast this. I'm gonna throw it in a couple channels here real fast, and then I'll be ready to start flying. I'm gonna throw it in this one too. Where's it at? Alright, there we are. I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna do both the Twitch and the YouTube chat sometime. Oh, I can do that, and I can do that. Well, that works out really, really well, I think. Alright. Got new weather. We're waiting for the VA's update. There you go. Ding. Kona Ace Information Hotel 21530 at 17 visibility 10. Fluid clouds at 5,000, temperature 28, 2.19er, altimeter 29er, and 97. Arrival spec visual approach runway 17, landing departing runway 17. Notice the air missions. Taxiway Golf closed to aircraft with wingspans more than 78 feet. Taxiway Hotel closed to aircraft with wingspans more than 78 feet. Advise initial contact. Do you have information? Hotel. What stream is not unmuted? There it is. That's the one. Alright. That's done. That's done. We then can go to back to the flight sim. Because we have nobody on the ground right now at Kona. And what we're going to do, to move this over here and this over here. We're doing this a little bit of FS economy flying. That's how we're going to figure out where our flights are going to be. We got a CJ4 at Boise. We're going to take it back to the most profitable way to Bear Trap. And we're going to load up the jobs in Idaho using the FSC planner. Boise to Bear Trap. More options. That is the way to do it. Okay, we got a lot of legs here. We got, what's it saying here? 9 legs. First leg today is going to be from Boise. And there's no VATSIM ATCs, just make one last check, but there's not. Boise to U86. Oh man, it is struggling right now. For absolutely zero reason. Let's just load this into the sim brief real fast. I'm not expecting anything, but you never know. I mean, maybe sim brief happens to have this field. Flight Boise to U86 in the CJ4 with 8 passengers. We're going to add those passengers to my flight. Generate flight. Since there's no VATSIM ATC, we're going to load up on the right on the runway. Our cruise stage is going to be 13,000 feet for this flight. And that is it. We're going to load up the flight sim. Open up a Pepsi. And we got that going on. I don't know where snack today is going to be. We got I probably should add a little extra fuel. So it looks like it says we should use 300 gallons. Get this to be in a safe limit. And in here to drop just for a second. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Is hopefully it doesn't. 300 gallons is fuel price. We're going, what direction are we going first? Yeah, we're going to do visual runway 8. Direct, execute. Direct. Park brake off. FSC, connect on. I think we got a dead headlight after. Right, yeah. I guess we kind of look at this route beforehand. Figured out. Is this terrain or weather? It's just terrain. Okay. Terrain. Pull up. So, we got that going on. Let me share the
Altitude.
Save a little bit of jet A. And stuff in. I feel like the Twitch, you can multi-stream with both Twitch and YouTube. That's kind of nice. I guess next 2 to 1. understand Twitch when it comes to the streamers. Like, you would think I did. See 2 call. Got it. VATSIM. Cool. Alright, we got that figured out. And we got that down. Anyways, call sign if you do have one, if you on the VATSIM number 125 Alpha Delta. Real life call sign for CJ4. Kinda cool. It's all my call signs on VATSIM are actually all real life. US call signs for like aircraft. But yeah, getting close to the top of the center, like 15 miles or so. Clouds. Sure, the GPU is dying right now. Yeah, that is. That's what happens if you do anything like Star Flight Sim, GPU just dies. Alright, I got a recommendation. So hopefully that sounds a little bit better now, the balancing there is. I checked it before and it sounded fine, but I also forgot Microsoft Flight Sim is also loud as shit. So, we're getting close to the top of the descent. We're going to set this down to, we'll call it 6,000 feet or so. Wait for this purple dot to start descending. Once we get there, approach mode. We're going to hit the approach mode button. We should be close. Sorry, it hasn't started dropping yet. But keeps us on a roughly 3-degree. There it is. Path. So, anyways, we got this. The problem we're going to run into here, though, is the mountains. That's why we have the terrain mode on here. Just so we can kind of see what's going on, because we do got a lot of hills, mountains, stuff like that. And cruising a little fast right now. We're going to start slowing back up. Just slightly overspeeding there, trying to get back down to where we need to be. About 300 knots. We're starting to watch this terrain here. About up here is where the runway is, so I just don't want to be. You can see the mouse, yeah, you can. Once in a while you can't see the mouse, just want to make sure that was good to go. We got another 4 minutes or so left in the flight. And then after this, we're going to be going to Jerome, Idaho. Jerome County Airport. We're going to then head back up north, eventually up to McCall, and then over to Burley, and then back up to Bear Trap, Idaho. It's a nice overcast day in Idaho, looks like. Ceiling's just about 10,000 feet or so. And not much else is going on here with this flight. We are now about 10 miles or so from our final. I'm gonna start looking for the field. I believe this is a dirt field, so we can turn the anti-ice back off. Keep the pitot heat on for now. Got a little bit of weather off to the 10 o'clock there. 10 to 11 o'clock, about 5 miles. And there's the rain. And starting to drop back into the terrain. And the overspeed, I don't understand what the point of the jump is there. Down to 260 knots. I guess this is trying to keep you under 250 at under 10. But not really a point of that, in my opinion. Right now we're back under 260. Got throttles down to about 25% or so. There's not much throttle there. My guess is we'll be fine. We're not gonna have to worry about the mountains this time. Got a lot of wind gusts though. Alright, we're gonna be looking for the field on our final. We're gonna lower the flaps to flaps 15. Start slowing down once we get to. Sets us up for a 5-mile final. Looking for the field. Don't have it in sight. Field in sight right there. About there. So we'll ride along the road. We're gonna go flaps 25. Gear coming down. We're gonna put a little more throttle into it. The runway design, I think it's about slide aircraft type. It's gonna be the CJ4. So the C25C if you're looking at the official 4-letter code. And the field today, it's 5,000 feet long dirt runway. So actually it's a little bit longer than I thought it was. 500. ADA's just updated. Or the METAR just updated it right here. Now we're really shallow. I don't know why we shallowed up so bad, but this does not look like a 5,000 foot long runway to me. Or the this is something that would work better on CJ4. Is energy management. Really struggle with it in fights in the Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm not quite sure why. And we're gonna have to get more. Yeah, just don't understand the point of. Yeah, again, energy management. Spoilers down. There's no reversers here. Spoilers back up 60 knots. Flaps up. We're just gonna park it right here. Thank you for the subs. Parking brake on. Aircraft not use any. What the fuck happened there? So apparently, on FS Economy, my aircraft didn't use any fuel. That would look correct. Question is, why did it go back to not using any fuel? We're going to have to redo the flight all over again. That's always fun. I knew exactly what the point was. The moment I hit that button, it had that little pause. It always looks for fuel being used. And I'm looking, and it took about 2 or 3 seconds longer than it normally does. I knew exactly what it was, and for whatever reason, on Microsoft Flight Sim, there's about 50-50 chance of it. Alright, we're doing this again. There's a 50-50 chance of it not using fuel, and I don't understand why at all. I don't understand it. So we're gonna do it again because it's good practice. I don't know. V1 rotate, positive rate, gear up, approach or autopilot on, nav mode. Oh shit, forgot to set up the nav mode. And we'll do FOC mode up here real fast. We'll do a heading mode of, we'll call it like a 70 heading for now. Let's just start my radar controlling stuff. Just turn right heading 070, climb maintain 13,000. Alright, let's do this again. Arrival, runway 8, execute, direct, runway, or RX8, nav mode on, flaps up, climb to dent on, spoilers up, and retracted. We're gonna wait one more time. Runway 8, direct. And we are gonna just kind of, I mean, it's not that long of a flight, so it's not the end of the world. It's kind of gets annoying from time to time. That's all. And happens. I forgot to check it. I was like, it's not really the biggest deal in the world to look for it, especially since it's kind of in a hurry. When I realized that the YouTube stream wasn't up. And should have checked it out. And you may notice we also have the VATSIM, the controller client CRC on the left-hand side, bottom left-hand corner of the stream. So if we do get a flight on VATSIM to the airport I'm controlling right now, which is Kona over in Hawaii, we're going to switch over to that. There you can see the current AS letter, which is hotel. We got our VATSIM client down at the bottom right-hand corner. And we got the Microsoft Flight Sim bottom left there when we do need to head over there. What else? I think that's all we have really going on from here for that little housekeeping reminder there. We're at 13,000 feet now. We're going to go back to the cruise. These numbers they look a little bit smaller than what we had before, so at least we're burning fuel now, which is the biggest issue you're going to run into today is fuel. We may have to go back to some of the unlimited fuel, which doesn't burn any fuel in the sim. That's just because of FS economy reasons. We should be fine on fuel, but you never know. It kind of gets a little weird when you get down to the lower numbers. Apparently our current temperature is near the record high today, which is crazy to think about when it's only like 34 degrees. What's the record high? History. No. I don't know what it is. But anyways, this must be pretty close. Alright. Just a nice little 50-mile hop. Repositioning some passengers. We're flying, like I said earlier, we're flying 8 passengers today. And that amount of obstructions are not great. Anyways, I'm sure there's a Sigma fact. You want to go look it up. But at the end of the day, we are flying 8 passengers from FS Economy, 2 of which are going to this field. Okay, so this makes a little more sense now. The dirt runway is 2,000 feet long with elevation 5,000 feet. That's why I thought it was a lot shorter than it looked. We got 2 passengers going to this dirt field. We're going to pick up no passengers here. We're going to take the next 6 passengers on to Jerome. That's their final destination. And then from Jerome, we're going to, I think, recalculate the most profitable route to Bear Trap. Bear Trap's where I have essentially it's the hub for this plane. Because Bear Trap and Jerome, they're only like 50 miles away, but we're gonna go on for another 400 miles of flying for whatever reason. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, but we will figure that out later once we get to Jerome. Because it may be more profitable to go to Jerome and then go back up north. It may just be more profitable just per flight time to just go straight to Bear Trap from Jerome. I'm not quite sure how that calculates yet, especially with the number of legs I put in. We're going to go down to 50 on the throttle. So I saw us, we were just getting close to that red line. We don't want to touch that red line. So we're going to drop the speed for now. Saves us a little bit more fuel, but it also increased our flight time. Actually, it's not helping us out with fuel economy. It's actually hurting it quite a bit. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do there. This plane's service ceiling is flight level 450, so we're only also a quarter of the, essentially maybe more like a 3/8 of the service ceiling. So the cruise didn't more so for that high altitude cruising, not the little 13,000 feet we have going over here and then to Jerome. Check out the CRC again. Nothing else is going on there. We have we do have an inbound plane from somewhere very far away. By somewhere very far away, I mean San Diego, and they're still on the ground. So I won't expect them to be here for probably after I end the stream. And a couple other things we're going to talk about is Iron Mike, VAT USA. For those who do not know and are involved in the VATSIM community, VAT USA brought back Iron Mike for the month of January. And the current leaders of Iron Mike is, for the month of January, is Honolulu is LA by 10 minutes currently. So that's going to be an interesting deal there. See how that progresses on. Here now, remember before we're talking about we're going to have to wait for this little purple dot to go down. Once it starts to descend, then we can hit the approach mode, which then will allow us to just go 3 degrees glide slope all the way down to runway 8. One of my favorite features of the Garmin products, just because they help out with that quite a bit. They work out well for planning top descent, especially since this plane doesn't have an auto throttle, though. It's kind of it is a faster jet. Does kind of putting in the question of how necessary is it, but I'd like to use it. It's there, might as well use it, especially since there is no VATSIM ATC online. Alright, we're following it. We hit that purple, magenta. I guess it's actually magenta, not purple. With the magenta dot, and we're following the magenta line all the way down another 20 miles or so until we get down to runway 8. Should I do briefings or cabin briefings? I don't think so. I think they'll get very annoying very fast. But I don't know. If you all want them, let me know in the chat, and I'll think about doing them. Alright, we're under 10,000 feet now. Oh, I guess we will be here. Under 10,000 feet. With that, we're about 17 miles, we'll call it 15 miles away from the field. Actually, I forget, you can just look at it right here. 14 miles from the field, I guess. 3 minutes away. Estimated fuel on the landing is about 1,600 pounds of fuel. Not a lot. Could be more. Probably going to need more before we get all the way to Bear Trap, but we will wait to see what happens with that. Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about the mountains this flight. Idaho is in the middle of the Rocky Mountains, so you kind of do have to keep an eye out for those. My guess is we should be fine. We may have to fly around a few of them on departure, but especially after cruise and on landing, we should be fine with the mountains. Okay, maybe I have to vector around maybe one or two of them, but we will see. Just do a little on for VATSIM check. Okay, we're good there. And yeah, we're gonna slow it back down here. Again, energy management, something I'm not great at on these for these dirt fields. Thank you, Evan, for the congratulations. Oh, we got to 200 subs, really? Oh yeah, we did. How about that? Thank you, everyone. I didn't realize that that's what that number we got to was. Alright. Field in sight. I want to keep it going a little bit further before we get to okay, we're going to 25 flaps 15. Yeah, we'll do flaps 35, gear down. Thank you, Evan, for the like on the video, on the stream. Gear down, 3 green. Again, we'll try this thing again anyways. I didn't like the landing last time, I'll be perfectly honest. I thought it was kind of a L landing. Could do a lot better this time around. 500. Again, we have the field in sight. We'll start slowly bringing the throttles back now. We're doing a lot better than we were doing the last time. We get the 200 on the radio altimeter. We're gonna disconnect the autopilot here. Just trying to keep the throttles going. Autopilot off. My controls. And 3. Whoa. Why is it? It's doing a lot more than I need it to do. And we got a little bounce going on there. Alright. Speed brakes all the way down. Or I guess all the way up. 50, 40, off. Just gonna park it right here. It's hard also, I guess the other issue you have about this runway is it's covered in snow. So you can't see like, okay, we could log that flight that time. So that's good to go. So it's hard to tell like what the differences is between the what do you call it? The grass and the dirt and the actual dirt for the runway. So again, we're going to Jerome now. Kilo, oh, Kilo Juliet Echo Romeo, Jerome County Airport. So it is again, like I said, a little bit harder to. I guess that may be my issue the first time. That time was a little bit better. Again, I had a little bit of an extra bounce there that I didn't need, but for it being a dirt field in the CJ4, which isn't meant to land on dirt, I think that was better than what it could. I mean, it's better than what it could be. It's a lot worse than what it could be. Leave it at that. All right, 6 patches. We're going to be generating the flight here this time, and our cruise stage is going to be 15. The cruise for this flight's going to be 15,000 feet, 84 miles if we were to follow the actual thing. At 84. We burnt a lot of fuel though that first flight. No. Alright. Altitude 15,000 feet. Throw that in there. Arrivals. We're going to be heading in from like a 130 heading. So we're going to set up for the visual runway 9. Flaps 15. Start flight. There we are with that. On the roll now. 90, 100, 111, V1 rotate. V1 went a long time ago actually. Flaps up, positive rate, gear up, autopilot on, nav mode on, FLC mode on to set the blue arrow to 200 knots. Once we hit that, we're going to back to direct, back there, climb the dent on. We're at 10,000 feet. I mean, we are in Idaho, so I mean, it's kind of up in the middle, it's up in the hills. Just to make sure I'm not missing any chats on Twitch. I feel like Twitch, I've never figured out, I haven't figured out yet how Twitch's works with the chat. Okay, we're good to go. So I'll make sure I'm not missing anything there. 13, that's the cruise. The last flight, we're going to be going to the 15 performance menu, VNAV setup. Again, we got another 15 minute like we got another 10 minutes left in the flight till we're on the ground. So altitude cruise today is 15,000. Put that in the FMC. We're already practically up to the cruise or to the top of the descent. To be honest, it takes longer to descend than it does to climb. Just got gravity. Approach mode. Come on. I can't turn it on. We're gonna go chase it though. Not sure why. Put it on VNAV, the VNAV mode. Maybe that'll help. I'm not quite sure why we don't have control over. Oh, approach mode now. Now it's on. Of course. I don't know what the deal with that was. We gotta figure it out. We are back in the clouds. Yay! We love being in the clouds. Yeah, we're shooting the visual approach running 9 at Jerome. Probably should have got at least the weather on board. It is what it is, I guess. I know L pilot. We can load up the weather right now. I can tell y'all what the weather is at Jerome. Alright, we got no notices that matter to us. Weather, VFR, wind 0609er, visibility 10, ceiling overcast 5,500, temperature 3, 2.1, altimeter 29er, 9er. Alright, nothing that matters to us, like I said. So. Just want to see what's going on in the land of everything else in the world right now while we are descending at a rate. Okay, so again, what's the deal about Twitch? You open up the Twitch app, you go into the creator mode. Why can't I leave creator mode? Oh, you hit the watch button, because that makes sense. Alright, that's what I thought. Alright. Coming out of the cloud layer now. I want to get the improved FPS mod for Flight Sim. I don't know how it would work. The problem I run into is with streaming. So I'm encoding everything twice, right? So I'm Microsoft Flight Sim, as most people who are on know, is rough. It's terrible on GPUs. It's really bad. Not like physically bad for the card, but just it pushes everything to the max, right? So you get that. Then I'm encoding the video not once, but twice. Because Twitch requires a different output than YouTube. Then I'm also on, I have 3 monitors, right, which is fine. But I'm also have CRC, which isn't that hard on the GPU. It's one of the easiest things you can run. But you're also encoding that at the same time as Flight Sim twice for YouTube and Twitch. I'm able to figure out why that is. But that just kind of happens. And it is what it is. Alright, well now we're over speeding again because the plane has a really bad tendency of doing that. This plane does, at least. Doot, 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 doot. Alright, we're good with that now. 9 miles, still we're on the ground. Again, a really fast flight that uses fuel this time. I kind of wish I got some people over here on VATSIM, but this is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it. Because it could be worse, and the guy who was flying in from San Diego got off. That's always fun. Alright, well, anyways. What do we got here? I'm looking for the runway, looking. That probably is it right there. I think that's it. No? Really? What else can it be? Oh, right here. Something I struggled in. The one time I was in a GA plane in real life, is I really struggled in looking at for the runway. Obviously, I wasn't flying, but I struggled with trying to find what the pilot was looking at too. Alright, once we get established here, we have less than a 30-degree bank. I will 3, 2. Okay, we're leveled out. Flaps full, the gear up, gear down rather. That was checking the autopilot off already because we're really shallow. We're looking at the PAPI lights this time. We got 2 white now, 2 white, 2 red. Means we're on a good path down towards the ground. And we got 3 white now, which means we're a little high. 2 white again, so we're good. If you get all red, means they're too shallow. If you have 1 white and 3 red, means they're a little shallow. 2 white, 2 red means you're right where you need to be. You're in that 3-degree glide slope. I think plus or minus a degree and a half. Let's see, we're shallowed up again. Let's a little bit more. 3 white, 1 red means you're a little high, and 4 white means you're too high. And you need to kind of figure that out. I need to get some WD-40, I think, for my yoke. Well, those PAPI lights are kind of messed up, I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, for the 1,000 footers, maybe. Oh, they were actually pretty good for the 1,000 footers. Okay, we got a little bit extra runway this time. Come on, use the rudder. Bring the plane back in. That was great. Plus, it didn't drop a wheel off the runway, which is kind of what I was worried about. We don't even need to use the speed brakes. And park and brake on. So now what you're going to do, we're going to go to the main menu. We're going to go back to FS Economy. Drop the jobs that we have. Which you don't have any because we must have the VIP one, so VIP in there somewhere. And you can't have those with all the other ones because it's FS Economy. It gets weird. I don't understand why we can't just have nice things. But we can. It's 4697.55. I didn't type that into the right spot. 4697.55. Keep that. Low data, Idaho. From Jerome. Oh, we got even more. We got more stuff figured out going on now. So we didn't decrease our flights. We can't do water shit though. What the hell? Filters. We don't have floats. Most planes I have floats for, not the CJ4. So filters, settings, I guess actually. I guess no water for this plane. I'm gonna have to remember to go back and change that. Okay, we got actually a lot less flying now than we had before. And I'll go back in and make sure I remember putting out water back in there. Because again, if I had like a Cessna 172, I have floats for it, so I might as well use it. Okay, we're gonna go back to Boise, then the U-86 we just came from, then to Bear Trap. All right. Jerome to. So we got 4 legs this time, all of which should have some sort of profit involved with them. Except apparently I have invalid assignments, so that's always fun. Boise. Oh, yeah, those don't exist anymore. This is FS, again, this route planner thing got kind of weird. Filters. Back to settings. You know what, actually, I'm going to do, since, make sure all the, there we go. Back to that, so y'all can see something now. Get rid of the water. Save settings. All right. Here is our route. Jerome with a stop, with a layover to Boise. Boise with 3 layovers to Bear Trap. Essentially. I can probably manage that one, but it's not that big of a deal. Kind of know what I'm doing. Aircraft. Alright. And then we're going to need 220 gallons of fuel. Got 218 in. We'll put another 2 gallons in for the memes. Who knows? Maybe someone in Idaho gets on. Because, you know, or Salt Lake City, I guess it is. That'd be cool. Alright, U-86. It's a 52-mile little hike up there. Hold up, that's not the right flight. Hold up. Let's try to 17-mile flight. It's more accurate. We're going to go back. Main menu. Do it again. Jerome County to U03. That's a 22-mile flight. That sounds very accurate. A lot more accurate than what I had before. Means we're going to go back on the OBS. Back to there. Alright, cruise first flight's gonna be 8,000 feet. We have one passenger on board. We'll take runway 27 today. Alright, positive rate. Gear up, flaps up. Autopilot mode on, nav mode on, FLC mode on. Up to 200, that's set. Climb the dent. Direct there now. Performance, VNAV setup next. 8,000 is our cruise. And execute. Should be able to be good to go. Altitude. This is a really fast top, if you all haven't figured that out yet. I guess this is moving a little too fast. Yes, we are. Approach mode's on. Because, like I said, this is literally like a 5-minute flight. We're getting close to that red line there. Ding. Oh. We'll get to the ATIS here after we land or depart. Actually, we got a minute. We might as well try it now. Kona ATIS information, India 22530. Winds 170 at 19er. Visibility 10. Fuel clouds at 5,000. Temperature 28, 2.18. Altimeter 29er, 9er, 2. Route spec visual approach runway 17. Landing and departing runway 17. Nose to air missions. Taxiway Golf closed to aircraft with wingspans more than 78 feet. Taxiway Hotel closed to aircraft with wingspans more than 78 feet. Advise on shore contact. You have information. India. Alright, cool. That's saved. Alright. Half a mile till we're at the turning point here. Again, I think we're good. Field in sight. I don't see any pappies though. Gear down, flaps down. Autopilot disengaged. My controls. Yeah, my yoke gets stuck like right there. For like a second, it just sticks. And I don't understand. I'm gonna get some WD-40 or something just because I don't want the stick. I want to just go right back to where it's supposed to be. Because if I'm trying to fly, right, and it sticks, see how I guess you can't see it because I don't have a camera there. But if I had a camera there, you'd be able to see it's delayed, like, there's a little bit more friction than there should be. And it just does not allow me to level out the plane. For whatever reason. So, come on. Yeah, see, it did it again there. That's why I had to catch the plane. Because then it kind of catches me off guard. I think it's centered, but I know it's not. It's just overall bad feeling. Yeah, we're gonna climb here just a little more. Get a little more power management in there. All right, now we're gonna bring it back down. Power's out. Come on, I can't have it float. There's a bump here too. Well, that's partially the issue. Come on, there we go. All right, now we're head back up to Boise. With 4 passengers. Gets me a cruise altitude of 20,000 feet. Okay. I'll take 20,000. Something a little more reasonable for the plane. BOI. It's a 111 mile flight. What's going on with that number there? Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that number was lower than it should be. Makes more sense now, though. Okay. 20,000 feet. Let's see here. We got runway 10 left and runway 28 right. We're going to be heading more towards the 28. We're going to take 28 left. So we're heading that way. positive rate, nav, FLC, all the way up. Gear up, flaps up, climb the dent. Okay, we're going to bring the range all the way up here. Performance menu. Next. 20,000 feet. Execute. Alright. We should be fine when it comes to the terrain. Watching this. This is terrain, okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, we have a plane on the ground at Kona. That's crazy. We're gonna wait for him to call me. I'm gonna set up the V-strips right now. When he calls me, I'll hop on over to do stuff with that. The honors you want departure. Radar vectors. I don't remember what that fixes. The honors you want departure. Radar vectors. Apollo point. VOR. That's filed. And then it'll be that. But we're at our top of our climb right now. And cruise. Alright, so as we're approaching our top of the descent here now. Weather at Boise. I'll get you that here in a second. Let me pin that on the pin board. BOI. Weather at Boise. It's going to be winds 140 at 8 knots, visibility 10, light rain, clouds broken 4,700, ceiling broken 5,500, temperature 82.2, altimeter 299.5. And we're looking at some NOTAMs here. Alpha 7 closed from the terminal. Anything else? Nope. Alright, that's pretty much it. So, Hawaiian 62 on the ground. Again, I think I'm on the ground at Kona. Once he calls up, I am going to move the primary stream over to them. But the VNAV mode on. Alright, well, why did I fly right through the top of the sun? Great. Alright, we're gonna chase it. Oh, it's because I never hit the button. Right, now we're gonna start chasing our top of the descent now. Or descent. Alright. Now we got it. Alright. Hawaiian 62 Kona Tower cleared to the Los Angeles International Airport via the Anazu 1 departure. Apollo point transition then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 350. 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 122.8. Squawk 3022.
We are cleared to LA, Los Angeles Airport via the Onizu 1 departure, Upolu point transition. Then as well, maintain 5,000. We'll be expecting 350, 10 minutes to departure. Departure's offline, 3022 in the box, Hawaiian 62.
Hawaiian 62, read back correct, expect runway 17. Push back at your discretion, call right for taxi.
Alright, we'll push out our discretion, and we expect 17, we'll call you for taxi, 62.
Alright. Got that going on now. Other than that, we don't know much else. And there's not really that much else going on. I'll be honest. We got a few flights in and around the area. We're doing our own little flights here. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit more working on my Twitch channel once I get done with this. When it comes to like setting stuff up again, because I don't remember how any of it was set up. And some of it can be better. To be honest. Especially the new follower sounds could be better. Why is it that it's trying to tell me there's something? Okay, there we go. Twitch was being weird. It was trying to tell me stuff was on. I was like, there's nothing here. Anyways, so I figured out that button meant to click when it was trying to get me to click it. Anyways, let's see. I don't see anything else that's particularly wrong with the flight right now. We got another, we'll call it 30 miles till it's on the ground at Boise. My goal tonight is to at least get the plane to Bear Trap, and then from there we can figure it out. I think I'm just gonna get the plane to Bear Trap for the stream, and then we will decide if we want to keep going. I guess I probably won't keep going for the day, but we'll see what happens when we get there. And for those of you who don't know, you've reached my streams. My goal is to get the record on the most hours at each facility, like on a airport basis on VATSIM. So right now I'm working on Kona because I don't know, it was the first one on the list that was open when I started doing this. I figured I might as well just keep going. And from there, I'm only about halfway to the record. And then from there, I'm going to be hopping on. Don't think Honolulu. I think I'm going to hop on to a couple of the little military fields because it was probably easy to get. Maybe I'll do a little Honolulu. I probably should do a little bit before I start my S3 stuff. Anyways, that'd probably be a good idea. But I don't know too much else now. Come back down on the other side of the clouds with not a lot of fuel remaining. Man, we got another 900 pounds. It's not a lot of fuel. Jets burn a lot of fuel. So this is the weather. Okay, so we are flying into some rain. Some light rain. We don't have to worry about the terrain, which is good. And all right. I might decide. Alright, let's see what's program of ILS in here. Really fast. Where's lined up for 10 left? Oh, we only got, or 28 left. 28 left has an ILS. It's going to be frequency 110.5. 1.5 actually. Okay. So it's afraid of approach mode on. Or 105 Alpha Delta, 2 miles from Woodop, turn right heading, tree 10, cross Woodop at or up below 4,900, clear ILS, runway 28 left approach. Not saying that to the person on the flight on the VATSIM, but to myself, because I can. Good practice. Intercept at 20, actually I have to intercept at 20 degrees I think from here. So we'll do 300. Okay, we're correcting. It's good. Flaps down, gear down. Fuel's in sight. I just didn't know how it was going to go with the rain, so I decided to set up the ILS. I set for 2.8 right? 2.8 left. Oh, I did hit 2.8 right. Okay, well, it is what it is. Not the biggest thing in the world. I just gotta. Just trying to figure out where I was supposed to be lining up for. Anyways, we are lined up though. We're good to go there. We got a lot of green. We got a lot of rain in the area. And we're gonna ride the ILS all the way down to 2,500 feet. So. Starting to shallow up a little bit more than I want to. 400. 300. 200 minimums continue. Autopilot disengaged. I got the rest of it from here. 3 green, 3 locked. Energy management. This is gonna help us out because we have a little bit of tailwind. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Parking brake on. Okay. Next flight today will be from Boise, the U-70. With no passengers but a lot of cargo. 435 kilograms of cargo. .71 miles. should have at least 40 gallons on board. We have plenty. Cruise today will be 12,000 feet. Alright. Alright. Just have to watch out that we don't find any terrain. We should be good. Looks like we're gonna be fine in that area. But altitude. Alright. Anyways, but we're getting right back up the cruise. This is also a counter current. It's like Microsoft Flight Sim locks up. So I'm trying to like slow down the plane, right? Oh, there we go. Now it stops locking up. Just does that randomly. Like all the controls.
Kona Tower, Hawaiian 62 holding in front of Alpha, ready to taxi.
Hawaiian 62, runway 17, taxi via Alpha.
By Alpha 17, Hawaiian 62.
Once he starts moving, I can verify he's going north. I can just give him takeoff clearance. There's absolutely nothing else going on. So maybe I should probably figure out what, yeah, RNFT on Izu. That's what I thought. Hawaiian 62, RNAV 2 on Izu, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Alright, and RNAV 2 on Azu, clear takeoff 17 for Hawaiian 62.
Alright. Oh. How did this happen there? Alright, we're waiting for that purple magenta dot to just fall, just very slightly, so I have to approach my button. But alright, but anyways, should be getting close. I don't know why that's not falling yet. It's popped up really early compared to what it normally does. It's crossing a bit slower than it normally would be though at this point in the flight. Alright, there we go. Approach mode on. I'm waiting for Hawaiian 62 to depart. That's the thing about me though. I give up really early takeoff clearances. So if I'm streaming, sometimes people ask me again, like, am I cleared for takeoff because they don't remember. And I mean, it makes sense that they don't, they aren't really paying any, they might forget, especially since for how far some taxi up the runway. I just give it to them so I don't forget. And there's no one else in airspace, so I'm like, there's no reason to wait. Anyways, Hawaiian 62, no further ATC available. Mighty Newcom, have a great flight.
LBD Unicom, Hawaiian 62, thank you for the ATC, and you have a great one. Bye-bye.
Alright, he's gone. We're going to go back to the flight sim page. There we go. And I dropped him early so he's not an issue. Ooh, we got some mountains and stuff though. Alright. The terrain is gonna keep it interesting, I think. We may have to stop the climb here shortly. If I get any yellow, it's actually rain. Here I was looking at. It's 5. If I see any yellow pop up here, though, I'm stopping the climb immediately. Or the descent immediately. We're already at 10 close. Dropping the speed back down again. Cruising right along the mountains for now. Especially since it's kind of right up where the terrain's kind of right up where the rain is. It makes it even that much harder to figure out what's actually going on. I got half a mile till we get there. We start turning in. Come on. We're getting closer to that terrain than yep, we're gonna stop the descent. For now. Doesn't mean I won't chase it in the future, it's just okay. See you down here, I can start chasing again. Actually I already have the field in sight. We're gonna drop the autopilot. Flaps down, gear down. Because I don't really care about the terrain at this point. I mean, I have the field inside. I have no issues with terrain. I'm not even going to follow the autopilot any further. It's just not beneficial, to say the least. So. Oh, why did it happen again? Microsoft Flight Sim just froze up again. It's not frozen, I just can't. I have no control. I have no authority. Is it something I can, like, click? I don't know what causes this. There we go. We got authority again. That's a very inconvenient part of the flight for it just to say, we aren't going to give you any control over the aircraft. Alright, we're fine now. Okay, let's see how bad this landing is now. I mean, it's probably going to be really bad now. My speed, or my energy is really off now, and it's floating forever. Ooh, okay. Wasn't bad. I'll take it. I'll accept that. 50, 40, park brake on. That's acceptable. Flights log, escape, main menu. Continue. Next flight will be from here. What was our cruise for the last flight? We're going to do another 12,000 feet cruise, I think, because I can't put that into the FMC, so. Oh, we have more legs than I thought we did. We have 3 more legs. I thought we only had 2. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Alright, do another 12,000 feet. Okay. Performance. VNav. Next, 1, 2, 12,000. Execute. We'll do 9 today. Because we're headed, I think we're headed that direction. Yeah. More so than 2.7. Alright, we got 83 miles. Let's say 90 just in case. Fuel burn should be fun. Alright. Whoa. There we go. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, I lost all control again. Thank you, Microsoft Flight Simulator, for... I can't do anything. I can't... We're gonna stall. There we go. I mean, we don't have to worry about the terrain anymore, but Jesus. You're out. Not quite sure what's causing that. I gotta figure out that issue is about now too, because that's not new. It just hasn't occurred lately. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay, no terrain to be worried about. We already set the cruise for 12, didn't we? Yes, we did. And we're gonna get there with no fuel. So I checked the fuel, the numbers should be fine. It's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. But yeah, we are not heavy on the fuel. Okay, cool. We're gonna go down to the cruise. Keeping 2 up there. This is when I was saying we may have to dip into the unlimited fuel deal here, because it's not. We're getting there. So, anyways, see what we got going on here since we're at our cruise. Have no aircraft on the way here, so that's something. I mean, we got 3 aircraft in the whole RTAC, even, or I guess the whole facility, control facility. Anyway, so that's kind of rough, but we'll be fine. Jim Harbaugh is leaving Michigan to go coach for the Chargers? What? Why would he go head coach for a poverty team? That is a not very great decision, I don't think. If that was Jim, I would say hell no. I mean, why the hell would you want to coach for a poverty for the Chargers? Anyways, I am live. That's crazy. Oh, I know who this is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Very mysterious. Anyways, but we're getting close to what are we at now? 53 miles away from our next destination. Burn and a half for people to get there. I don't know. The fuel numbers are just they're not adding. Something's not adding up in my math. Yeah. Yep. Congrats on the 200. Yep. 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 Mhm. Anyways, but no, but even crazier though. If you follow on the Twitch channel, and if you're on Twitch, you subscribe on the YouTube channel. That would be the craziest part. But anyways, all right. Well, we have the low fuel warning on the left side. We're gonna get the low fuel warning on the right side here in about 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's crazy. We didn't get it up. That's crazy. I'm gonna clear that, and then going to do. Maybe I miss. Maybe I underestimated the fuel I had. Wow, words. Who knows? But hmm, more interesting than I thought this was. This math is not adding up. There we go. We got the low fuel warning on the right hand side now. So we got plenty of fuel to get there. I'm not quite sure what this means for future flights. I mean, we could probably put 50 gallons in and still be safe. Maybe 50 gallons will be the lowest I would go today on fuel. But who knows? Oh, an FSC planner, though, I am going to filter settings, airport filtering, put back in water. So I don't have to worry about forgetting that. And how many hours do I have on this plane? This would be a good question. I probably should figure that one out. Great. 28 hours since the last check. That sounds about right. Anyways, but Alright. Well, we're going to start lowering back down our altitude. We're going to wait for the magenta dot to start to lower itself. Um, Alright, we got the new ATIS. I'm going to wait for the magenta dot before I even start to record anything with the ATIS. Got quite a bit of weather in there though. Not quite sure how this is going to go. Okay, approach mode on. Kona Ace Mission Juliet 23530 winds 160 at 21, visibility 10. Sky conditions clear, temperature 28, dew point 19er, altimeter 29er87. Radar spectral visual approach runway 17, landing and departing runway 17. Notice the air missions. Taxiway Golf closed to aircraft with wingspans less than 78 feet. Taxiway Hotel closed to aircraft with wingspans more than 78 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet. I got that recorded. We are descending, so we're good there. Should be getting close. Yeah, we're 5 minutes away from this next field. And I don't know what to say. It's been a nice little trek around Idaho. We got a few more. I don't know if I'm going to keep streaming. I'll be honest, 2 hours is kind of how long I intended the stream for. I know we got 2 more legs, but it's not at least 100 miles of flights, and my guess is there'll be another, oh, I don't know, 13, another half-hour flight time. I don't really have time for that, I don't think. Probably do a little bit of off-camera flying, but that's gonna be pretty much it for the stream once I land here. I think. Don't really see any reason why I should keep going. Nothing all exciting happening. There's no VATSIM ATC on, so that whole reason for being on the network kind of goes away. I have no plans at Kona. Man. Anyways. I don't really know what to say. Just gonna keep flying in. We're gonna land, and then got quite a bit of weather. I'm not quite sure how the weather is going to intensify. We got terrain off to our left side. We can barely make out the hills nearby. So this may be this maybe has to be like the last one where we got 4,000 feet of dirt. No. We're flying there, so it's gonna be 3,200 feet of grass. So it'd be hard to see. Okay, we're turning inbound right where the blue starts, I think. So as long as we don't turn underneath before this green here, we're fine. We're getting closer to that valley though. Is what I'm worried about. We got another mile, so we're almost there. It's gonna be a little sketchy, I think. And go around, just don't turn left or right. So pretty much the reef right there. Okay. I think we're good to go. Terrain. I'm gonna keep keeping an eye out here, but I think I thought about dropping the gear, but I don't know quite yet with the terrain and how that's gonna all play out, right? Because if I have to go around, we'll drop it again at 2.5 miles. But until then, I'm not gonna. If I see something wrong, I'm not gonna kind of wait around. Okay, we're gonna drop the gear again. Okay. I'm looking. Still nothing in sight. Still nothing in sight. 100 above. Autopilot. Gonna drop the autopilot. We may just end up just kind of floating it down here. I don't see anything yet. Just don't want to put it next to these houses. Do we have power lines? Nope. Okay. That's why we're still floating. I didn't have the on. Alright. Parking brake on. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna call that the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, you all have a good one. Actually, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to raid. I don't know how you figure out how to raid first. Raid, what's that one guy's channel that promoted himself on the Twitch? Raid. I know this guy streams. I literally was just looking at a stream. Cool, there we go. That's it. Cool. Alright, we're rating that. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, you all have a good one.